Hey girl, hey. It's been a while, I know. I think the last time I posted was before the official start of spring. It was still cold outside and everything was still frosted over. I was MIA for a couple reasons. One being, life just lifing. And then I was also starting to get a little discouraged with my YouTube channel. It is what it is. But anyway, one of my favorite times of year is the transition from winter to spring. I love it because everything just comes to life. Everything just wakes up. Just like that. Hi, I'm Michelle, and I am on a bit of a personal journey. I am focusing on investing in myself in ways that will help me to have richer, fuller life experiences, help me to have a deeper relationship with myself, just through self-cultivation, self-development, self-discovery. And I just want to have fun doing it. And so if you are interested in any of that, if you are maybe on your own personal journey similar to mine, then welcome. I am happy to have you here and we can do this together. But before we get started, I want to take a moment to say a special thank you to another content creator. Her name is Glo and her channel is at Life with Glory B. So I had left a comment under one of Glo's videos asking her some questions pertaining to content creation. And she not only answered them, she also invited me to chat with her via email, which we did. And she was just so kind and so helpful. And I'm sure she's very busy. So her just taking the time to view my content and just give me feedback and support, I was just so appreciative. Guys, she watched all of my content. I don't have much, but she watched it and she left supportive comments under all of them. And it doesn't stop there. She actually took the time in another one of her vlogs to give me a shout out share my content with her subscribers. She even showed them clips of my content. I mean, just so beautifully put together. And I wasn't expecting any of that, and I was just floored. My mind was just blown. Just super kind and just really went above and beyond. So Glo, if you are watching this, thank you so much. And if any of you are here from Glo's channel, welcome. I am so happy to have you here, and thank you for subscribing and hanging out, and I look forward to sharing some really fun content with you in the future. If any of you are new, like this is the first video of mine that you've come across, or maybe you've always been here, thank you. Take a moment to go check out Glo's channel. I'll leave the link in the description box. Guys, she's awesome. She's a fashionista. She sews her own clothes. I've even seen her dye her own clothes. She can pull some pieces out of her wardrobe, pair them with some really beautiful, unique accessories, and just make a fire outfit. She shares some great fashion hauls. She even has a workout class that you can join live on the weekends to help keep you feeling good and looking good. She also has travel content plus her main vlog. It's at Life with Glory B. I'll leave it in the description box. And again, Glo, if you are watching this, thank you so much. Okay, so let's catch up from my last vlog. And guys, I think what I'm going to do with this vlog is drop in a few summer clips in between us chatting and catching up, just to break it up a bit. My summer wasn't very eventful, but I did do a little vlogging here and there, so I'll share some of that in between. So for those of you who don't know, I was in a bit of a slump the past 2 years. Nothing too serious, but I was so deep in my comfort zone that it was starting to have negative effects on me. And it's kind of like that whole too much of a good thing isn't a good thing. So I decided to pull myself out of it and get back to me. Get back to life, get back to the daily rituals and routines that kept me healthy, kept me aligned to my highest self, and kept my soul nourished. So I came up with some areas of my life that I want to invest in a bit more, that I want to build stronger habits in. And those are body and wellness. So basically hitting my body goals and optimizing my health, self-care and beauty. Just pampering myself, taking better care of myself, minimizing unnecessary stress, finding ways to enhance my beauty naturally and safely, because we all know when a woman looks good, she feels good, and vice versa. Lifestyle and refinement, investing in anything that will help build self-development, personal and financial sovereignty, nurturing my passions, building skills and talent, anything that will help me to express myself more authentically, anything that will help me to live and carry out my purpose and be of service to the collective. And last but not least, divine feminine alchemy, inner work and energy work for personal power, daily feminine rituals and sacred practices for feminine health and well-being, daily affirmations and speaking words of power and life over myself, meditation and spending more time in nature, working with the phases of the moon. I planted a garden during specific phases of the moon. I'll try to insert some clips if I can find them. But that's something that brings me joy. That's something that resonates with me. Beauty rituals and mirror work, heart and womb work, heart-based sacred sensuality practices that help to nourish the feminine body and hormones. I can see and feel the decline in myself, physically, energetically, mentally, spiritually, since I've slacked off from doing these things. And I know that spirituality is not for everybody. That's fine. I let others do them, and I do what works for me and what resonates with me. And so the art, the practice of divine feminine alchemy is something that I want to get back to. So when coming to body and wellness, I had shared in my last vlog that I was wanting to get back into my body and ground my energy a bit. I'm kind of up in my head a lot, and so I started to get into daily stretching. I had lost a lot of flexibility due to just being sedentary for those 2 years. And so like my hamstrings and my hips were just like locked up, girl. So I'm happy to say that I've actually been making steady progress with that. I am actually back at the flexibility I was at before, and I'm on a mission to surpass that. In my last video, I couldn't even get my head and my chest to my knee like I used to. But as you can see, we are making steady progress. Okay, let's roll some summer clips. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Again, one of my self-investment goals is to build new skills and talents. Okay, so hear me out. I know I bought a violin in my last vlog, and I was so excited to learn how to play. And I still am, but girl, then the spring and summer rolled in, and girl, wasn't nobody thinking about playing a violin? Anyway, I did study a little and get myself familiar with a few things over the summer, such as the history of the violin, music theory specifically pertaining to the violin. I've been studying this to help get me acquainted with like being able to read sheet music. So I've been learning the vocabulary, terms, and symbols of violin music. I've learned all of the parts of the violin and the bow. Scroll, tuning pegs, peg box, fingerboard, neck, upper bow, body, F-hole, C-bow, lower bow, chin rest, tailpiece, fine tuners, bridge. Let's see. And on the bow, we have the tip, hair, stick, winding, leather thumb, frog, screw, ferrule, and how to tune it, how to take care of it. I've been learning the fundamentals, like the proper way to hold the violin to avoid tension injuries down the line. I've learned the proper 1 and 4 hand frame in first position. The correct way to hold the bow. all of the notes on each of the 4 strings. G, D, A, E, we have E, then we have F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, then A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, then we have the D string, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, okay, and then we have the G string, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, and D. I've also curated a YouTube playlist with all of the lessons that I need in the proper learning order that I need them. And I've also created kind of like a lesson plan syllabus in the notes on my phone that I'll be diving deeper into during the fall and winter. So as you can see, I didn't completely abandon my violin. I just haven't actually started playing it yet. Well, I did teach myself how to play the ABC melody and Happy Birthday. I just kind of like found the notes myself by ear. But yeah, I'm not actually playing it yet, playing the violin yet. But we'll get there, and I actually feel like I'm doing pretty well to be self-taught. Okay, let's roll some more summer clips. So continuing on in the department of building skills, we are still on Operation Polyglot. In my last vlog, I had mentioned that I was also teaching myself how to speak Japanese. My goals and ambitions might be a bit lofty at this point. Again, I did not go hard with the Japanese lessons over the summer. I studied a little here and there, and so I learned how to say quite a few common phrases in Japanese. これどうぞ。ご出身はどちらですか？何歳ですか？ここの Wi-Fi は遅すぎます。いくらですか？これは何ですか？私はお腹が空いています。これは高すぎる。水お願いします。But what I decided to do was approach this the way we were taught as a child in preschool, kindergarten, elementary school. I purchased this book on Amazon that kind of takes you through the basics, like first giving you some geographical, cultural, and historical facts about Japan. And so, like my violin lessons, I decided to back it up a bit and just learn the basic fundamentals, starting with hiragana. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and so on and so on. Colors, kuro, ao, murasaki, kiiro, midori, pinku, orange, aka, shiro, chairo. Seasons, haru, natsu, aki, fuyu. Days of the week, nichiyobi, ketsuyobi, kayobi, suyobi, mokuyobi, kinyobi, doyobi. Months, ichigatsu, nigatsu, sangatsu, shigatsu, gogatsu, rokugatsu, shichigatsu, hachigatsu, kugatsu, Jugatsu, Juichigatsu, Junigatsu, and you get the picture. I've also watched a couple Japanese movies with no subtitles to see what words I can pick up on my own. This helps me to get familiar with the subtle tones, cadence, inflections within the language. Summer clips, shall we? Okay, so I haven't really done much shopping, just a few things. So let's take a moment to do a really quick selfish investment segment. First up, we have the New Balance Lifestyle 327s. I think the color is Incense. It's not on the website anymore, so sorry. I'm not sure if it's sold out or just discontinued, but I wanted something that was comfortable, simple, and neutral. Next, I purchased the Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint in shade number 7. It's medium deep with golden neutral undertones. It's made with tiger grass to help soothe and reduce redness. It has glycerin and hyaluronic acid to plump the skin, and squalene and vitamin E to give it a smooth application. Okay, so hold on. I know this doesn't look like a skin match. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the color changed in the bottle since I bought it, or if my skin tone changed over the summer, but it was a match. But it's okay, I was able to blend it in just so you can see the application, and it blended out pretty well. So you can take a look here, but it's not too bad. I'm not really much of a foundation girly. I tend to gravitate more towards the skin tint, the sheerer formulas. I prefer a lighter, more breathable makeup, and I just kind of want my skin to have that dewy glow, kind of like my skin, but better. Okay, next up is the Niacinamide Skin Brightening Toner from Good Molecules. This helps to reduce the appearance of dullness, uneven skin tone, and enlarged pores. It's also cruelty-free, vegan, and fragrance-free. I purchased this to help with my skincare journey in terms of evening out my skin tone and helping with the hyperpigmentation that I have on the lower half of my face. And last but not least, we have the Super Peptide Serum, also from Good Molecules. This is a specially formulated blend of peptides and copper tripeptides that help to hydrate, brighten, and smooth the skin for a healthy, youthful-looking glow. It is also cruelty-free, vegan, and fragrance-free. And we will be adding this to the skincare repertoire so that we can get our skin together for the fall and winter, and we can pop out in spring and summer. Pop, pop, pop. Speaking of skincare, I wanted to share my beauty smoothie that I enjoyed over the summer. I add some really good supplements to it for like hair, skin, and nails because, like I said, we want to be our most bestest, glowiest self. So let's go to Trader Joe's. Okay, we need bananas. I always wait till they're super ripe, damn near black, because that's when they're the sweetest. I remove the skin and freeze the bananas in Ziploc bags. We also want some frozen mangoes, and we're gonna get some frozen berries. We're also gonna grab some unfiltered apple juice because that's what I use at the base of my smoothie. And you know what, while we're here, let's grab some sunflowers because why not? The sunflowers are not going in the smoothie, guys. Let's grab a sample. This cookie was so good. Okay, let's pay and head out. Got my ingredients, got my sunflowers, and we're good to go. Okay, so the powerhouse additions that I add to my smoothie are raw cashew butter, liquid collagen, silica, and hemp seed oil. You want to add 1 handful of organic frozen berries, a handful of organic frozen mango, 1 cup organic unfiltered apple juice, 1.5 organic bananas, 1 tablespoon raw organic cashew butter, 1 tablespoon liquid silica, 1 tablespoon liquid collagen, and 1 tablespoon cold pressed hemp seed oil. I sometimes add 2 tablespoons cashew butter because I like the creaminess that it adds. This smoothie is great for breakfast or as a snack in between meals. It benefits the skin, hair, nails, joints, reproductive health, healthy weight, and energy levels. It contains iron, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats like omega-3 and 6. Okay, that's it. I think we are all caught up. Girl, I was supposed to have this video up last weekend, the end of August. This vlog kicked my behind, you hear me? Anyway, I'm happy to be back, and I hope you all enjoyed your summer, and I am going to leave you with these last few clips of mine. Yes, that's it. Mite kurete arigato. Mata yamashou. Hey guys, it is I'll just call it the last week of summer, and we are trying to get one more thing in for the summer. Even though we didn't really do much, we didn't have a very eventful summer, but like we didn't travel anywhere. We pretty much stayed local, stayed in the city. So, but we're just trying to get in one more thing for the summer. This is like the last week, and like next week we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. So, we're trying to get out today and do something. So we're gonna head to a rooftop movie at the Sierra Center. We're just here, we're grabbing a few things to eat first, and then we'll head over there, and then afterwards, I don't know, we'll try to like, I don't know, maybe get like ice cream or something, and then that'll be it. And then next week it's back to it. Summer's done. Like the weather is already starting to change, guys. Like it's starting to feel like fall, and I've been noticing that like the leaves are starting to like change a little, and like they're starting to like
text message from Pumpkin,
and they're starting to fall and stuff like that. So it's like a little cool out today to have my little cardigan. So yeah, it's already starting to feel like fall, which is my favorite season, so I'm looking forward to that. Alright guys, so I will see you when we get to the Sierra Center. Bye!
Child, where's your bowl? Why is that there?
Because I didn't think it would do that. Alright, let me put this camera down. ここの Wi-Fi は遅すぎます。